the I'm just gonna make it just to the touch controls. So we're gonna check left press, and we're gonna check if it's on the left side of the screen. So, oh, my battery is dying on my phone. That's not good. I'll probably have to just check the chat through my computer. That'll be fine. I probably won't be streaming for much longer because I'll be having dinner soon. I know I eat dinner at like 6. I eat dinner early. I'm sorry. And I would stream after, but I don't. There's a couple of reasons why I wouldn't stream after, and I don't want to start a new stream. I only want to stream like every day. I don't want to do like tons of small streams. And also, I'm gonna be doing a VR night with my friends, so it's gonna be kind of iffy. I'm probably gonna. There'll be a stream tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to get a lot of game development done today, and I'll probably work on the game a little bit off stream. But when I do it off stream, I'm not gonna be like incorporating new ideas because I still want you guys to be able to incorporate your ideas. I'm just gonna be polishing it up, making sure everything looks good, and doing stuff like that. So I'll be doing polish and prototyping outside the stream. Inside the stream, I will be coming up with ideas from you guys. So massive thanks to everyone who's still on the stream. You guys are awesome. Yeah, love hearing all your guys' ideas. It's awesome. How do I check where the mouse is? I should know where the mouse... Okay, global mouse position. I totally forgot that command. I knew it. I forgot it though. So it's funny. If it's less than 80, then it's on the left side of the screen. And this will be relatively the same, but it will be greater than 80. So it'll be a lot easier to play on the phone, and I did that backwards. Oh, that's funny. I did that completely backwards. I didn't check which ones I was actually putting that on. That's funny. Okay, so he moves right, he moves left. I feel like that's pretty good controls. I like that. And if you press them both at the same time, we want him to jump. The problem is, I cannot test this on PC at all. And so, I don't know if we should make it so if you press both sides of the screen, if you can jump, because I'm not sure about multi-touch yet. So I might just make it so there's... I don't know what I do for controls and wise now, because I'm not sure about multi-touch. Oh, Anonymous says I can test it. Yeah, that's the general idea with the stream, though. Like, you guys can play test the game all you guys want. I'm gonna send out a public test that you guys can play, and you guys can give feedback, and you can play the games yourself, so you can kind of see like what the game's lacking and what works with the game and stuff like that. So yeah, there'll be like public test demos and stuff like that. Let's see. For jumping, I'm not sure if I can... Yeah, I could put an APK for Android. That works just fine. I have Android stuff set up. I can do Android. I can't do it for iOS yet. That's the only problem. I can do Android though, so yeah, that'll work. The only... So, for jumping, I have to figure out that. I'm not sure about multi-touch. They're saying that you can calculate the swipe events, the position. Oh, okay. I may make actual buttons on the screen, like I'm gonna say a lot about One Shot, but in One Shot I had actual buttons on the screen that I was using. So I might use actual buttons on the screen, you control using that, or I'm gonna maybe figure out something like this. I don't know. For now, for jumping, just for testing purposes, I'm gonna do a space key setup in the input. So jump. I don't know why I capitalize it and I don't capitalize anything else. Let's make sure we keep the same naming conventions. Key space. Okay, so now let's see. And this is where it gets a bit iffy. I can do left and right axis. Axis is on what's it called? On platformer stuff, but when it comes to Y axis and gravity and jumping, that's where I have a couple of issues. I knew how to do it pretty well in Game Maker Studio, but since I'm new to Godot, it's not as smooth of doing. So okay, so we want to make sure we just do and is just press, and then we can do and is on floor. Okay, so now we can do move vector dot y equals we'll make a jump speed. I gotta make a jump height speed. I don't know what it is. Export integer var jump speed. Jump speed. I don't think we should set it equal to, because it's just gonna snap if we do that. And so this is where I get a bit having to search. So Godot jump. We'll just call it platformer. And we'll go back to our documentation. I should have just left it open. Did they not go over jumping? Are you kidding me? You do gravity, but you don't do jumping in the docks? That's kind of annoying. This is a platformer, you're supposed to be jumping. Is there next one? Let's see. Oh no, they're doing soft bodies. Well, that could be kind of cool, but we're not doing 3D. It'd be kind of cool if we can do a squish and stretch. Let's do it for polish stake. Let's just disregard the jumping, and let's get this looking cool. What we can do is we can check when he just barely hits the floor. So I can just do a. Actually, I don't need to do another if statement for that. That'd be lame. I just do an else. So yeah, my code is probably not gonna be the cleanest. It'll probably look terrible, but I mean, anyone who tries to make a game in like 2 days probably will have terrible code. So, but mine will be worse. Just hit floor. Wait, go false. Else if. Actually, we'll just do an else and then we'll do an if statement because I might have other things in that. Just hit floor is equal to false. I mean, not equal to false, equal to true. I think, yeah. I'm sorry, I had to think for a second. Like, it's kind of weird programming on stream because I'm just not used to having to talk while thinking. So it's a lot different. But I think it's good for me because I need to get outside my comfort zone and do stuff like this. And I think it's a lot of fun for you guys as well. So now we could do global scale.x equals 1.5. And I host a game design class and stuff, and I actually helped a kid do this. And I'm basically programming the same system into it. Squishiness. Set this to 0.5, I don't know. Squishiness. Okay, so we just set squishiness, and basically this is what we're gonna do. It's a very great name for a variable. I'm just gonna do an export. There you go. Plus squishiness. So, you know, you gotta make it squishy. You gotta do some polish. It looks awesome when you do it, and I think it's completely worth it. So that's where I'm gonna spend my time right now. And so we're gonna do this is very key when you're trying to try to make a when you're trying to do like lerp. Lerp is like a see. This is why I'm not used to explaining things. I gotta get used to it. Like I've been teaching game dev. I can't even talk. I've been teaching a game design class, and I that's why I need to get used to saying things. So lerp is kind of it slowly, smoothly, percentagely moves towards a value. So it's like the it'll move towards another value in a percentage, and it'll keep moving towards it. So that's basically what it is. And technically, I could just do global.scale, and I think I can lerp the entire thing, and then do global.scale and lerp an entire vector2, I believe. And the variable 2, vector2, 1-1, 0.1. And we can also change this percentage. Good. We'll see now. He'll add the squishiness, and he'll hopefully, let's see how this looks. I keep using the arrow keys because I'm not seeing a difference. Now I see a difference. Let's see. Oh, this gets triggered every time. That's an issue. So maybe I would do. Oh, I know what I'd do. I would do something like this. I believe. I can't think right now, so I'm just like, yeah, you can see he did it at the start, but now my brain's not working, and let's see. So we have to check if he just hits the floor. This is like a one-time thing, so this is why I'm doing the scale on the squish. I should really be working on enemies and stuff like that, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I think this game will work, so we'll just hope. And if it doesn't, it'll be a mess. It'll be a game that took like 3 days that didn't work. So it's not really much development. It's not like it's a 3-month project or anything. Like it'll be just fine. And so I'm guessing it will work though. I'm thinking it should work. Hopefully. Let's see. Just hit floor equals false. Oh, if it is not, this is where I have to set it. I have to set just hits floor equals false. That's where I reset it when he's not on the floor. Forgot to do that. No, I'm not seeing a difference, and I think it's having to do with that's interesting. I don't know. It should work with point values. Oh, I am an idiot. This should be floats, and I was trying to put a freaking floating point number in an integer. Whoa. That's a bit weird. Shouldn't look like that. Thinking maybe it has something to do with the collision box getting expanded. That's why. The collision box is getting expanded as well. So, what I can do to fix that is I would just do the sprite. I don't want to update the collision box. So yeah, I had to completely think things through. Oh, that's weird. It's like staying scaled. Oh, because I never reset the sprite. You see, I slowly am getting it. Slowly. I just have to wait for it to come to me. Okay. Oh, oh yeah, that's juicy. Oh. It doesn't really work well when he's rotating, because he'll squish while in that rotation axis. So what's happening is he'll be rotated. Let's see if I can demonstrate this. He'll be rotated like this, but he's squishing. So I need on full screen. So he would squish like, he would scale like this diagonally. But what we want is we want him to be able to, let's reset his rotation. We only want the scale only on the X, but since it's morphing the axes, it's causing a bit of problems. So it doesn't look as nice as a normal one. Yeah, I like the squishing as well, but I think it will work for now. I think it's not that big of an issue. It should be just fine. Like, I think that's just fine. And when he's in the air, I'm also going to make him kind of squish a bit. Like, he's just going to stretch a bit. This is what I'm going to do. So, when he's not on the floor, what's going to happen? The sprite. Actually, I have an idea about the first one. I also want to equal out the squish on the y-axis as well. So I minus the squishiness. This will look fancy. Yes. Oh yes, that's awesome. Yes, I love. It's so cool just watching it squish. Like, this is what when I saw that soft body thing that they were doing, I was just like, oh, I could just do that, a fake soft body, and I love that. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I love it. When he's not on the floor though, what I can do though. Oh, but this is executed multiple times. This is gonna be a problem. Oh yeah, we just do this. We'll just use our just hit floor variable before it gets reset to false. If we check it's equal to true, then we can apply it once. Haha. I did not want to have to redo it, so there we go. Squishiness sprites dot global scale dot y minus plus squishiness. It looked a bit weird. I need to check. It's like he's not in the air for a while, so it kind of scales and then it unscales, you know? I'm going to not do that. Let's not do it while he's in the air. I'm only going to do it when he hits the ground for now. But that's basically what we're doing. Oh yeah, it's totally like one of the splat balls. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those are yeah. I think it's cool having stuff like that. It definitely adds to the experience. It just gives you more of a sense of feel when he hits the ground. It'd be funny if I did a screen shake every time he hit the ground or something. That would be funny. Now we should make it jump. After all of that, let's make it jump. So now I'm going to figure that out real quick. By real quick, I mean, let's try to scroll through an article. Come on, get to the player. That's not it. We're doing collecting stars before we're doing the player, and now we're doing enemies. Where did you show the player code? There must have been something up here. Oh, there wasn't. Wow. Yeah, I think they just went over everything else but the player. Squishy jump powers, yes. Yeah, those. Yeah, I think it's just so cool seeing. I don't know, just having a squish to the object. I think it looks nice. Um. Oh, we just said equal to jump speed. Really? That works. Oh, cause it just. Oh, cause it moves and slides. That's why. Oh, that makes so much more sense. That would work. Yeah, that's why I was questioning, like, what should I do? Because I was like, I don't know. That makes more sense. I should have just went with what I was going to do before, but that works as well. Yes, if input dot is action, press, jump. I don't think I call it jump speed. I definitely did not call it velocity. We called it move vector. I should have called it velocity. That would have sounded better. But I was thinking of velocity or something like velocity, but I just couldn't find the name. I couldn't think of the name. So, oh well, he like doesn't even move up. Like maybe the jump speed needs to be like 1,000. 1,000. Nope, there's definitely an issue. He won't even fall off the edge anymore. Oh, it probably has to be negative. He's going into the ground. That's why. He got stuck in the ground. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. And he's gone. Let's see if he comes back down. In the meantime, I'll just read the stuff. Squish or to be squished. That's a great name. Oh, he's back down. Yeah. Oh man, it's like you have a hammer. It's like in Super Smash Bros. And you just squish everything in your way. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh man, still a lot. I don't know why that's so much for the game to handle. It's just like, no, I don't want that high of a jump speed. I might just have to times it by delta again. Oh, that looks nice. I like it. It already feels so good to run around. I don't know why. It's the squish. It's all the squish. The squish was everything. I'm telling you, it was worth spending the time to squish the player. It was worth it. And we're gonna try something. Let's turn up the squishiness. Let's see how well it does. It'll look weird. Oh, he fell backwards. I don't think was that okay. It looks so weird because he squishes so much. What you could even do is we can just contribute to the how long it takes to unsquish, and that may look better. So if I did 0.05, he kind of he eases out more. But let's say I did like 0.1. That was what I was doing before. I think 0.1 looks the greatest I have so far. But yeah, great. He jumps around and he squishes. Yes. I was thinking maybe I can have a giant left button somewhere over here, a giant right button, and then a jump button right here or something. I don't know. But I want to keep the controls like this, where you just move the mouse and he moves like that, but I want to also be able to have him jump easily. So we'll have to figure out something. If you guys have any thoughts how to make him jump, we could split the screen into 3 and have it so you press this side of the screen, it moves left. You press this side of the screen, it moves right. If you press the middle part of the screen, he jumps. But we'll figure that out. I think we can maybe do that, though. Let's actually try that. I want to try that. So we could try doing. Let's divide up the screen. Let's give my calculator. 60 divided by, that was not minus. Oh my gosh. 60 divided by 3. And I knew it. We're going to get a freaking massive decimal. So we'll just go with 53. That's fine. Like 53. And then we'll have to do greater. Oh, this is gonna be confusing because I have to check now. Now I have to check if he's on. If you're clicking the left side, but you're not all the way to the right side or in the middle. We'll stay with this, and then I'll design the controls after. We'll stay with this. I like this. Yeah, I'm completely fine with this right now. Super squishy, super amazing. And I just hit my mic. I'm sorry if that hurt anyone's ears that was wearing headphones. I'm sorry. I don't think it's that loud, though. It shouldn't be. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking right. Okay. Let's make a node. I'm just going to sort this all. Actually, let's just make it a normal node. We don't even need a node 2D. It'll just be a freaking container. Now we'll throw all of this in. Node. And we're going to call this environments. Environments. There we go. I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to throw it in here. There we go. I threw it all under the player. That was exactly what I wanted. Yes. Okay, that's just fine. That works. Okay. So now everything is sorted, and we have a level with a player. And it moves. And I've been, how long have I been streaming and we've done this? I think I could check OBS. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes. And all we have done is a player that moves and some blocks. I feel so productive right now. I'm not gonna lie. So do you think, here's my thoughts about this jump. I want to hear what you guys think. Should this jump be higher, or should we allow a double jump? It might be, because, like, I'm thinking maybe the player's going to be jumping over hordes of enemies, and that might be a bit better to have a higher jump than this, but just for moving around in the environment, this is perfectly fine, because you can move around it just very well. Yes, so we could... Okay, you think that we'd just be able to jump over the enemies? Yeah, I think that's a good jump height to go off of. If it's enough to jump over an enemy. Yeah, we might be able to do a double jump. We'll have to test that out, yes, but I can do a double jump pretty easily. Let's do some more unnecessary things, because I'm putting off doing enemies. Actually, so enemy AI. This is going to be a little bit difficult, because we need to have it move towards the player. It needs to move towards the player's position, but also detect blocks that are in front of it. And so if a block comes in a certain distance and hits its collision box in the front, it should know that, oh crap, I need to jump. So now the enemies will have to jump up the blocks to get to the player. So this is going to be a bit more difficult doing enemy AI. Oh cool, yeah, you're making the spray for the main enemy. That's cool. I would stay between a 16 by 16 pixel range, because that's the size of our player. If you want, you could do smaller. I would recommend, if you want to do smaller, probably like 12 by 12 or 11. I don't know, whatever works. You could do derpy enemies. That's just fine. You can do angry derpy or whatever you want. It's all good, dude. Like, this is your guys' stuff. Like, whatever works. Like, I want you guys to incorporate what you guys think about this game, and like, I want this to be a community-based project, and I think it'll be awesome. So, by doing that, let's see. So, in one shot, I had particles go from behind the player. I'll show a little bit of that, so I can kind of get you guys on the same track of what I'm thinking. I should just be able to pull up a GIF. Yes, open link. Okay, so you can see I have these little particles that go behind the player. So I was thinking something like that would be cool. Wouldn't want to directly copy what I did in one shot. I would want to do something a little bit different. I want to change up stuff because we're doing a different style. So I'm gonna go in Aseprite, and I think yeah, it'd be cool. Also, I think for the enemy's death animation, I think it'd also be cool. What should we do for enemies when they die? Somewhere like, should we have them like crumble up and fall apart like they did in one shot, or should there be a different way the enemies die? Because we need to find like a juicy method that'll look cool or something. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Your brother thinks One Shot is one of his favorite games? No way, dude. That's awesome. I honestly, I haven't really spent that much time on the project, so like that's awesome having One Shot being one of their favorite games. They would splat. Yes, that would be. I'm thinking maybe the player can jump on top of the enemies and they just squish the enemies. And yeah, I guess the enemies could just like splat everywhere. That'd be cool. Hello, Sendo Studio. How are you doing? Okay. My phone's gonna die soon, so I'm probably gonna have to go over chat on the actual computer. Also, completely forgot to announce it. I should have announced it at the start of the stream because that's when everyone's gonna see it. But I'm doing a Discord for anyone who needs help with Godot and stuff. So I will be sharing that soon. And by soon, I may make a video tomorrow, depending on how much time I have doing this project. Right now, I'm just gonna make some particle effects kind of thing. Okay. So, I was thinking, no square, no square. I can draw a couple. Let's make this a bit bigger. Yeah, and if you guys feel free to help out the project with ideas, or you can, if you have any, or if you want to like help out with the actual game, you can also make audio, music, art, whatever you guys feel like. Like this is community kind of stuff. That looks a bit weird. Let's see what we can do for that. I like to do like kind of trails going off of the smoke, kind of giving it kind of a location that's going to. It kind of gives it more of a less linear looking look. So I kind of will draw circles and then I edit them kind of like that. I'm trying to make some kind of good looking. Looks too much not like a circle anymore. Here, let's redo this. I want to make a cool like smoke animation or something when you change directions. So let's grab this tool. And why aren't you using the tool? It's like using the pen tool but not using the circle tool. I think I broke Aseprite. I'm gonna restart. Aseprite was not working for me for some reason. Still not working. That's interesting. It just won't let me draw at all. I might need to restart the program. Maybe if I do a selection. Yeah, I'm gonna restart Aseprite. I think it's having issues here now. Yeah, don't save. Aseprite. So yes, when this game comes out, it will be free. So anyone will be able to try it out. I'm not gonna make a paid game off of this stuff. Like I'm not really looking for money or anything. I just want to make a project with you guys. I think it'd be fun. Is it just a setting I set up or something? This is weird. I should be able to draw. Or like, even the dump tool doesn't work. Oh, I didn't have my color selected. That was a stupid mistake. That's basically game dev though. You have issues like that and you wonder what's wrong, and then you figure it out and you feel stupid. I like making, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to make a good looking particle effects, but I'm not good at it. I'm not really good at making particles look nice because I can't get the randomness looking nice. Something like that I think works just fine. And this is where I come up with what I want the frame to look like, and then I create a couple of extra frames. So I'd like start to erase a bit off. I do something. I wouldn't make a perfect looking structure of it because it would look like it's just growing, but I'm definitely going to try to remove a lot of it. Kind of get a good looking start to it and give it more looking like a circle or something. I don't know, like that. And then this is going to grow into this more, so I have to figure out how to model this correctly. So probably going to be doing quite a bit of particles in pixel art because I've been kind of getting into that and doing stuff like that. What else? And then you just keep making frames that are in between each of the other frames, so it just looks a lot smoother. That's essentially like what this is. And you can actually mess with this for like hours trying to get something looking really smooth and nice. It's kind of difficult to do, but once you figure out like what you need, you can start making some cool stuff. So what do you guys think? Should I do more live streams more like this where I kind of talk to you guys one-on-one? And well, not like one-on-one, but like I kind of just talk to you guys and see how like the viewers are doing, and I kind of just to get a different perspective on the channel. I think it's kind of cool doing that. So what do you guys think? Should I do more live streams, or you guys just want to see more videos? Because I'm thinking I'm going to make a tutorial series soon, a new one. And it's going to be a 1-bit tutorial series like what I'm doing here. And why am I... There we go. It's going to be a 1-bit kind of game style like what we're doing here, but like in the form of a tutorial series. So yeah, that should be soon. Man, that looks kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. It's the hard part about doing pixel arts like this. You have to make it look smooth, but at the same time trying to contain the shape. Like, glad that you guys think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun as well. I think it's just like, I think it'll be a lot of fun doing a lot more tutorials out there. Like, I'm definitely open to making a lot more tutorials as well. Like, I've been busy a lot of time, but I've been trying to make some tutorial series because I feel like it helps out a lot of you guys that are trying to get started with game dev and stuff like that. See, that's looking a lot smoother now. But you can see it's changed. It's changed a lot from the original image. So this is what I actually like to do, is I start morphing the original image to what I've had or changed, because I like what I have here a bit more than what I had there, because this looks a lot more sharp in the sense of having the movement changed. So you start to kind of morph it back. And then you still make it have a lot more content to it. So this is the point of the live streams, though, is I try to kind of give you my approach on some of the things that I do during game dev and stuff like that, so you guys can kind of learn as well with that and figure out like how I would go about things. Like, you don't have to go the same way about stuff like this, but I think it's nice to kind of see how someone else does it, and then you can kind of figure out how to do it yourself, you know? Okay, let me see. Okay, we had this big thing right here, and this totally got removed. So I kind of want to get that back in there. So we'll have that. And it's a matter of just fine tuning a lot of stuff. Like that's essentially what a lot of it is. Like, see, now this is going a lot higher than it went before, so I'm gonna add a lot more to it now. And I might take away a bit down here and then go down a bit more. See, then you kind of got that rotation kind of feel to it. So you guys have any other ideas? I kind of want to hear from you guys. So if you have any other ideas for the game in the chat, feel free to ask. And if you are new to the stream and you don't know like what we're working on, feel free to also ask as well. We're kind of going to the end of the project, so if you have anything to say before the stream goes down in a second, it won't be in a second, it'll probably be down like maybe 20 minutes. But if you guys have anything that you want in the game, feel free to let me know. But I'm definitely down for incorporating your guys' ideas. I think it's awesome. I think it's a lot of fun. I want more developers to kind of do this as well, so because I think it's a lot of fun. This needs to look more like clouds. Not like clouds, but it needs to be rounded more. You see how sharp it is on those edges? So what I kind of like to do is I just use the circle tool, and did not mean to blur it like that, but that's very useful for doing high pixel count games where you have like games that are like 16 pixels or something like that. I don't know. Well, not 16 pixels, but like 32. I've been working with like 64 by 64 sprites and stuff like that. And I thought that was a bit difficult before, but after I gotten used to it, it's actually a bit easy. Like this is a bit difficult because you have less stuff to work with. But what I did for those games is I would actually use the blur tool, and I would get a lot smoother shapes and stuff using that. And I can go through that process as well if you guys want to make some bigger pixel count games and stuff. That's a big difference. I didn't know I was cutting off so much. I'm just gonna try making like it decompress into a couple of cloud particles, or it's not really cloud, it's more just like particles, but I like to do that. I think it looks cool. Okay, I know there's not much of a transition here, so I'm just gonna make a frame. See how I do that? I just make a new frame, and then I kind of start tearing it apart a bit more. And I just trying to get the look down a bit more. I tried to tear it apart while still making it look smooth. And that does not look smooth. I say that and then I don't even do it. Okay, before we gotta still make some more frames in between this and this. So now we're gonna have to start cutting the pieces away from the actual cloud effects while also still decreasing the size of it. And see, we're probably going to have to modify what we had before, because now it's quite a bit smaller than what we have before. I think that's fine. And then what you can do, now that we have this, yeah. Oh frick, I dragged it. There we go. Let's delete this frame. I realized I should do this a different way. I just want to kind of create like this effect where we have a lot of these starting to fade away, but you have these edges that kind of stay there. So you kind of have it keep form in a couple of places while also fading away in others. Something like that looks kind of cool. And this didn't shrink at all, so it looked a bit weird. It kind of looked like it was just dithering a bit. So you also want to shrink it as well to keep it looking more realistic. And I feel like this is too much tearing apart. And I'm just gonna add a bit more to it. It feels a bit, you see, that's the problem with this frame right now, is it looks too sharp. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to try to make it look a bit smoother. And now that I've changed this frame so much, now I need to change this frame now. Oh, frick. See, that's a pretty good, I like that. What do you guys think about this smoke effect? I think it's kind of like, I think it'll be used when the player changes directions, but yeah. Oh, thanks guys for all the feedback. Yeah. That's how I go making an effect like this. It's just a lot of fine tuning, and I can make it look even better if I just had it for used more. Oh, what is it for? It's for the character, so when he changes directions, it's gonna play this little effect. It's kind of like what's the game that does this? I have to think. I think it's like, do they do it in Mario? I think they do a little bit, where he changes directions really quickly, and they have play a little smoke effect, I think. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now we have this effect. I'm gonna export it. I'm not gonna export it as a GIF. I'm actually gonna export it as individual sprites. So I do export sprite sheet, which will just put them all into one image, but a whole ton of sprites, as you can see in this bottom right corner. Okay, so now we can go here, call this change, I'll just call this smoke, change, I don't know, change direction smoke. I'll call it dust. I don't know, dust, I don't know, I think dust is better of a name. There you go, export. Now, file, exit. No, I don't need to save because it's exported. And now we have it in here. And I'm just going to animate it real quick. Oh, they do in Mario where he changes direction. He has, I know they do it in the newest ones. I was thinking about the older games and I couldn't think of them doing that. But yeah, they do it in the newer games. So yeah, like especially Mario Odyssey where he's running around, they have a lot of that stuff. So it's pretty cool. So I like to take inspiration from stuff like that. Definitely helps out. So just like whenever you guys are playing games or anything, just I kind of try to notice things like that, like simple. I try to analyze particle effects in the game and stuff like that that make the game look cool. So, oh, I have a bit. Is it 9 frames? Yeah, it's 9. Okay. Thinking now, maybe I should move it up a bit, but I think it'll be fine right now. We'll set it to 0. And we'll call this change, and I press C like 3 times. Direction dust. That's the sprite, and we're gonna add a animation player below it that will play our animation. New, we'll call this, I don't know, smoke. I don't know what to call it, just the animation that plays when it starts. I love how I call it dust and I say it's smoke. I suck with naming conventions. Okay. Frame, we'll keyframe that as frame 0. We'll go 0.1. We'll set frame to 1. Then we'll add a frame. Frame 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all of our frames. So 0.9 is when it ends. And we can also speed up our animation player. That might be a bit too slow. That also might be too fast. I don't know. I'll have to play with it in game though. Like, that's way too slow. Like, definitely. Yeah, I'll go with 2. I think it'll, even though it looks fast right now, I think it'll look better when it runs in game. So. Well, I'm going to save this as a scene. And I think this is where we're going to end off today. I was kind of hoping to get more game development done for today, but I think we got a decent amount of stuff done. We've gotten a movement system that feels good to play with. And that's like one of the most important parts about this game. Like, perfect. Like, I'm just going to try to give some advice while I'm doing the stream. Perfect your main mechanic as much as you can. Like, try to make it fun to use, because if it's not fun to move around in the game and that's all you do, well, that's not going to be a fun game, you know? So, like, if you're trying to make an open world and the game wasn't fun to navigate, like, that kind of defeats the purpose of the open world, you know? So I would say, like, games like this where it's 90% movement, you just gotta perfect it. And once it feels good it totally looks like a bouncing ball, just like bouncing down the stairs and up the stairs. That's awesome. But like, perfecting your stuff like that, it's completely worth it. It makes the game so much more fun. So, if you guys like make games out there, I'm guessing if you're watching the stream, you're probably into game development and stuff. I encourage you to try to polish up the mechanics that you use the most in your game, and just try to make it feel good to use. So that's what the dust particles are going to do when you change direction. It's just going to give more of a visual indicator that you change direction. And yeah, I think that's basically where we're going to be leaving it for the stream. So thank you everyone that came to stop by the stream. I'll probably be able to stream a lot longer tomorrow because I literally have like all day. Except I'll be eating for like lunch and stuff. So, but I'll be able to stream quite a bit tomorrow. I'll work on the game before the stream, just trying to get some things ready, because I definitely work faster without streaming, but I think it's a lot of fun to talk with you guys while we're streaming. So, Discord will be soon. I look out for a video about the Discord, so if you need help with any projects in Godot or something, or any computer issue, I'll be happy to help, and you can help each other out in the Discord channel. So, hopefully that'll be up by tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure that out soon, though. So, thank you everyone that came to stop by. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun working with you guys. And yeah, I'm thinking of doing the streaming stuff more. So, I think it's a lot of fun. I'm definitely gonna make a lot smaller a lot of small projects like this. Especially like mobile games and stuff, because I don't know, like that's what people have the most is like phones everywhere. So I think making mobile games like this will be a lot of fun. So thank you everyone again for stopping by. You guys are awesome. I love seeing all your stuff that you guys make, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thanks again, and see ya.